Rewind the clock to early 2023. The news breaks that Western-made armored vehicles from the US, Germany, and France are on their way to Ukraine. It's a significant shift in the landscape of the conflict with Russia. The US pledges Bradley fighting vehicles, Germany offers Marder infantry fighting vehicles and a Patriot air defense missile battery, while France commits to transfer AMX-10 RC armored fighting vehicles and Bastion armored personnel carriers. Fast forward to March of the same year. President Zelensky extends an invitation to Chinese President Xi Jinping, seeking to discuss a peace plan proposed by China to end the war with Russia. It's a strategic move, aiming to leverage the emerging cracks in the China-Russia alliance. Welcome to Africa Social Intellect, your premier destination for thought-provoking discussions and insightful perspectives on the vibrant and diverse African community and beyond. Our dedication extends beyond conversations. In recognizing the importance of security, we provide essential information to help safeguard the people of Africa. From navigating local challenges to assisting vulnerable nations against imperialistic threats, we stand as a beacon of awareness and resilience. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, follow us and share this reliable news source. The clock ticks on to the dawn of 2024. Ukraine announces a victory. Its hybrid air defense system, dubbed Frankensams, records its first success story by shooting down a Russian exploding drone. This achievement, a product of a collaborative project between the Pentagon and Ukraine, is a significant milestone in enhancing Ukraine's air defense capabilities. These events, while seemingly disjointed, paint a broader picture of a nation caught in the crossfire of international politics and warfare. The question then arises, is Ukraine merely a pawn in a larger game? Is President Zelensky's cooperation with the US a desperate bid for survival? Or is it a calculated move that may compromise Ukraine's sovereignty? It's crucial to note that the US and NATO's involvement in Ukraine isn't without its detractors. Some argue that the billions spent on military support would be better used addressing pressing domestic issues, such as homelessness in America. Moreover, the ethical dilemma surfaces. Is it justifiable to trade Ukrainian resources for lives? The cost of war is staggering, with over $113 billion spent on Ukraine. Yet the human toll remains incalculable. As the dust settles, the world is left with lessons learned and unanswered questions. Is it time for Ukraine to return to negotiations with Putin? Or does it risk becoming a failed state? The answers are unclear, but one thing is certain. The choices made by Ukraine's leadership in the coming months will shape not only the nation's future, but also the global political landscape. In summary, the narrative of Zelensky selling Ukraine to US corporate interests is a complex one. It's intertwined with strategic alliances, military support, and the grim realities of war. It's a story of a nation in turmoil, a leader's difficult choices, and the global powers that influence the course of history. We hope you enjoy the news, and once again, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, please follow us and share this reliable news source. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
In recent developments, Ukrainian troops have crossed the Dnipro River, aiming to kickstart a counter-offensive against Russian forces. Despite managing to gain a foothold on the eastern bank, Ukrainian forces are up against stiff resistance and overwhelming numbers. This bold move forms part of Ukraine's broader counter-offensive strategy, which, so far, has seen mixed results with previous advances stalling and little territory regained. Meanwhile, the situation in the town of Krinky, where Ukrainian forces are positioned, remains fraught with uncertainty. The Ukrainian soldiers, vastly outnumbered, face a relentless barrage of artillery and drone attacks. Yet, in the face of adversity, Russia is also struggling to make significant gains, testament to the staunch Ukrainian resistance. Welcome to Africa Social Intellect, your premier destination for thought-provoking discussions and insightful perspectives on the vibrant and diverse African community and beyond. Our dedication extends beyond conversations. In recognizing the importance of security, we provide essential information to help safeguard the people of Africa. From navigating local challenges to assisting vulnerable nations against imperialistic threats, we stand as a beacon of awareness and resilience. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, follow us and share this reliable news source. In the midst of this crisis, over 1,000 Ukrainian soldiers are reportedly trapped in Avdiivka. This grim situation underlines the ongoing tragedy befalling the Ukrainian people and raises questions about who is failing them. Is it the American and NATO's Ukraine plan that's falling apart? Or is it President Zelensky's dilemma of negotiating with Putin amidst the unfolding tragedy that's contributing to the crisis? These are complex questions that demand a nuanced understanding of the geopolitical landscape. Yet, it's essential to note that the mainstream media often overlook these realities. The Ukraine crisis has far-reaching global implications. The disproportionate sanctions placed on Russia echo across the world, straining international relations and economies. The Russian advances in Ukraine are not just a regional issue, but one that sends ripples across the geopolitical landscape. It's a war that the world cannot afford to ignore, as the consequences stretch beyond the immediate parties involved. Navigating the complexities of the Ukraine war is no simple task. It involves understanding the intricate dynamics at play, from the political maneuvers of leaders to the resilience of soldiers on the front lines, and the silent suffering of the people caught in the crossfire. In summary, the Ukraine crisis is a multifaceted issue. From the daring counteroffensive across the Dnipro River to the trapped soldiers in Avdiivka, the struggle of the Ukrainian forces is palpable. As we dissect the potential failures of the American and NATO's Ukraine plan and Zelensky's negotiations with Putin, we uncover the often overlooked realities of this war, the global implications of Russia's actions and the strain of disproportionate sanctions add another layer of complexity to this ongoing crisis. As we continue to search for solutions, it's crucial to keep these points in mind, for they are the key to understanding the Ukraine crisis in its entirety. We hope you enjoy the news, and once again, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, please follow us and share this reliable news source. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
In light of Putin's triumph, the US's standpoint towards Russia does not anticipate any significant shift as per the Russian president's own beliefs. This perspective is echoed by the skepticism of many Republican primary candidates. Figures such as Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis have voiced doubts about the US's involvement in Ukraine and have instead called for a more restrained approach. The Republican camp, however, is not a united front. A recent poll revealed a divide within the party. While a majority believe the US should scale back its involvement in Ukraine, there are also voices advocating for continued support. Notable Republicans like Nikki Haley and Mike Pence view aid for Ukraine as crucial in preventing further conflict and maintaining global stability. Welcome to Africa Social Intellect, your premier destination for thought-provoking discussions and insightful perspectives on the vibrant and diverse African community and beyond. Our dedication extends beyond conversations. In recognizing the importance of security, we provide essential information to help safeguard the people of Africa. From navigating local challenges to assisting vulnerable nations against imperialistic threats, we stand as a beacon of awareness and resilience. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, follow us and share this reliable news source. But what does this mean for Ukraine, caught in the crossfire of a power struggle that extends far beyond its borders? Expert opinions suggest that Putin's victory could signal a continuation of the status quo with no immediate resolution to the conflict in sight. However, it's pertinent to remember that the political landscape is ever-changing. The role of NATO and European allies, as emphasized by Ron DeSantis, could potentially shift under the weight of Putin's victory. The expectation for these entities to contribute more to the Ukraine situation could become a more prominent narrative, altering the dynamics of international involvement. On the other side of the globe, the African Social Intellect also weighs in on the matter. The implications of Putin's victory are not confined to Europe and America. The ripple effects of this development could impact Africa's geopolitical landscape, underscoring the global nature of this issue. Finally, the reaction of Western leaders to Putin's victory is a critical aspect to consider. Their responses, whether in the form of sanctions, diplomatic discussions, or strategic alliances, will significantly shape the course of the Ukraine war. In summary, Putin's victory in the Russian presidential election raises questions about the future of the Ukraine war, the role of the US, NATO, and European allies, and the responses of Western leaders. It's a complex issue with global implications that we'll continue to explore in the coming days. Stay tuned for more insightful analysis on this and other critical global issues. We hope you enjoy the news, and once again, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, please follow us and share this reliable news source. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Could the recent events imply that Putin's statement, "This is a European and NATO war against the Russian Federation," is accurate? This question is not merely rhetorical. It is a probe into the intricate web of global politics, alliances, and conflicts that shape our world. The conflict in Ukraine, as Germany leaked documents reveal, is far from over. Russian ground forces are nearing exhaustion, while Ukrainian air defenses are depleted. This leaves Ukraine vulnerable to Russian air superiority. Ukraine is preparing for an offensive while Russia is focused on holding its current positions. The documents also detail a concerning degradation of Russian special forces. Meanwhile, on the digital front, the FBI and Navy are investigating a pro-Russia social media account for spreading photos of classified German documents related to the conflict. The investigation raises concerns about the influence of current or former German military personnel on public opinion regarding the Ukraine conflict. European leaders suspect sabotage, and NATO and EU officials are discussing measures to protect critical infrastructure. Could these incidents, in their totality, validate Putin's claim that Europe and NATO are waging war against the Russian Federation? The answer is complex and depends on one's perspective. However, it is clear that the Ukraine conflict is more than a regional dispute. It is a global issue with far-reaching implications. Welcome to Africa Social Intellect, your premier destination for thought-provoking discussions and insightful perspectives on the vibrant and diverse African community and beyond. Our dedication extends beyond conversations. In recognizing the importance of security, we provide essential information to help safeguard the people of Africa. From navigating local challenges to assisting vulnerable nations against imperialistic threats, we stand as a beacon of awareness and resilience. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, follow us and share this reliable news source. The global community must come together to address this crisis. It is imperative to find diplomatic solutions that respect the sovereignty of nations while ensuring the safety and well-being of their citizens. The world must also confront the threat of disinformation and propaganda, which can distort the truth and exacerbate conflicts. In conclusion, the recent events in Ukraine and Europe raise important questions about global alliances and conflicts. They underscore the need for transparency, diplomacy, and a shared commitment to peace. As the situation unfolds, it is vital to stay informed and critically evaluate the narratives that shape our understanding of these complex issues. We hope you enjoy the news, and once again, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, please follow us and share this reliable news source. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has been thrust into a precarious position. His nation is caught in the crossfire of geopolitical interests, with Russian forces reportedly entering Krasnohorivka and Orlivka. The stakes are high, and the world watches as Zelensky navigates his country through these troubled waters. Welcome to Africa Social Intellect, your premier destination for thought-provoking discussions and insightful perspectives on the vibrant and diverse African community and beyond. Our dedication extends beyond conversations. In recognizing the importance of security, we provide essential information to help safeguard the people of Africa. From navigating local challenges to assisting vulnerable nations against imperialistic threats, we stand as a beacon of awareness and resilience. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, follow us and share this reliable news source. But what about NATO? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, being a political and military alliance of 29 North American and European countries, has a vested interest in maintaining peace and stability in Europe. This raises the question, does NATO want peace in Ukraine? While NATO has expressed support for Ukraine, the precise nature and extent of this support remains a matter of ongoing debate and speculation. Now let's turn our attention to the broader geopolitical implications. The Ukraine crisis has not only strained relations between Russia and the West, but has also set the stage for a reconfiguration of global power dynamics. It's a complex chess game, with each move by Ukraine, Russia, and NATO potentially reshaping the international landscape. Economically, the implications are equally profound. The Ukrainian economy, already grappling with challenges, faces further strain amidst this crisis. There's also the potential ripple effect on global markets to consider. Energy prices, in particular, could be significantly impacted given Ukraine's role as a key transit country for Russian gas exports to Europe. We hope you enjoy the news, and once again, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share our news. If you're watching on Facebook or another platform, please follow us and share this reliable news source. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.